Warning. This video blog or vlog may contain harsh language and opinions that are not necessarily in line with YouTube or its partners or affiliates. YouTube does not openly endorse the content of this vlog. All opinions are expressly those of Ranting Ramsay and do not reflect on the opinions or values of YouTube, its affiliates, or its parent or partner companies.
Greetings, Internet people. RantingRamsay here. How are you all doing today? I'm having a pretty shitty day, to be perfectly frank with you. And my mood kind of slipped even further when I got home and I watched this video by the Young Turks today that elucidated me to this particular issue. And you can go to the video from the Young Turks that I've linked in the description to get the full details of what they found out about this, because I'm actually not focusing on the same aspect that they're focusing on really so much as the implications that I really don't like. And if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about at this point, the video that the Young Turks did that I've got linked in the description is about American Express has stopped processing payments for marijuana dispensaries in states in which they are legal. So, like if you go live in Los Angeles, California, you're a medical marijuana patient, and you try to purchase your prescription at a dispensary in LA with your American Express card, the transaction will be declined because American Express has decided that they don't want their customers purchasing medical marijuana, I guess. That's just a stand that they're taking. And what kind of irritates me about this, like I said, if you want more facts on the issue, go to their video and the link in the description, the Young Turks, because what I'm actually talking about is the just the removal of consumer power in this situation. They pretty much are dictating where you can and can't use their credit card, and there are some people that may say that they have that right to do so, but I think there are just as many, if not more so, people who will see it kind of the way I see it, which is I don't really see how they have a right to dictate where you use that card. As long as you pay your bill and your payments are current and everything's fine with the repayment agreement and everything, I don't see how they can find the right to dictate where you can use that card. And I thought about it for a minute, and I'm just like, well, this actually seems to be the next step in a trend, because the first company really to do something like this recently that caused a big bunch of uproar about it was Sony. They find themselves in the news a lot lately. In fact, there's a lot of people out there that are saying that the current situation with the PlayStation Network is a result of the decision that they made when they changed their user agreement to basically, in a nutshell, dictate how you can and cannot use your PlayStation 3. They snuck little things into a revised user agreement that you had to accept to be able to use the online services, that basically they reserve the right to delete any content from your hard drive that they feel questionable that they should happen to find in any sort of online scans or data sharing. Since when does a company that sells you a device have the right to dictate how you use that device? That seems very, very wrong to me, and it makes me think, well, you know, what's next? Is Panasonic going to decide that they want to dictate how or what you can and can't watch on your new HD TV, that they put some function in it that if you happen to put in a porn DVD or something that it instantly stops working, or if you put in a certain DVD or anything like that, the TV won't play it, or this, that, or the other? I think consumers would find that a very questionable decision. So, along the same lines, what if Motorola decides that there are certain areas or certain places or people even that you cannot call on their phones? Remember, that's the phone maker, not the service provider. If the phone maker themselves decides that, oh, well, you can't call anyone in the state of Idaho. Random. Or whatever is like, once again, that seems like consumers would really question that and speak out against that decision. Or, for one more example, and this one I think would really be the clincher, but I think it's still along the same type of lines. What if Ford or Chevy or whatever car maker decides that there are certain places that if you drive your car to said location that you forfeit the rights to use said vehicle, which is kind of, you know, the basic gist of what these companies that are already doing that are kind of getting at. That's not really what American Express is doing, obviously. They're not taking away your card if you try to use it at a marijuana dispensary, but... So, okay, let's put it this way then. If Ford decided that if you drive your F-150 into a certain district that it would shut itself off automatically and you have to remove it from that area before it works again. That's the same basic thing. But I think consumers would be just as pissed off about that, and they would be up in arms and railing against these companies. So, I mean, this to me seems like the beginning of those types of decisions and regulations by companies, is that Sony says you can and can't use your PS3 for this, that, or the other. American Express says you're not allowed to use your card at this particular location. So what's next? Ford says you can't drive your truck here. Panasonic says you can't watch this channel on your TV. Come on, people. There has to be a line. We as consumers, as citizens, have to at some point draw a line and stand up with one voice and say that's fucking unacceptable. How we can do that in these given situations, I have no clue. I'm not an organizer. I'm just someone that steps up and says, hey, this is fucked up. And I'm standing up right now and saying, hey, this is fucked up. So go watch that video and linked in the description by the Young Turks to find out more information on the situation. And do some research online or whatever to find out if there's any kind of consumer groups or petitions or anything like that going on. I haven't looked. There may be. I don't know. But there you go. There you have it. That's basic, short, and skinny of what I have to say here, is that it seems that companies are starting to take it onto themselves to dictate how you can and cannot use their products. Absolute bullshit. I have 3 words for you on that. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot. I'm RantingRamsay. That is all.
Hey, did you get all that, man?
Douche.